Imagine being asked by your partner to erase every reminder of a past relationship. No pictures, no playlists, no messages, nothing. That's what shocking reports now claim Blanco told Selena Gomez to do, all tied to her history with Justin Bieber. Fans were stunned when the news broke, and as details surfaced, the story turned out to be far more intense than anyone expected. It all began quietly, right after Selena released her album earlier this year. Those close to her noticed changes online. Her Instagram looked cleaned up, with some posts removed, captions altered, and playlists she had shared before gone. People familiar with Benny's side said he encouraged her to start fresh by wiping away anything connected to Justin. He reportedly called it mental cleanup, but many saw it as a form of control. Selena and Benny's relationship had already been in the spotlight since it went public in late 2023. They had collaborated in the studio for years, but when romance became official, reactions were mixed. Some fans praised Benny, saying he brought calm and stability to Selena's life, while others worried about his influence. By March 2025, their joint album I Said I Love You First had shot to #2 on the charts. They seemed unstoppable, until rumors began circulating that Selena to completely erase her past with Justin. Those close to Selena said she has always found it hard to separate her personal life from the public eye. Her history with Justin was one of the defining pop culture romances of the past decade. Their on and off relationship from 2010 to 2018 influenced not only her music but also her emotional world. Every breakup, reunion, and lyric seemed connected to him. Even years later, fans still associated Selena strongly with Justin. So for Benny to step in and suggest she remove that chapter of her life immediately raised concern. Sources say it went beyond photos and posts. Benny allegedly asked Selena to cut ties with mutual friends, avoid certain subjects in interviews, and instructed her team to deflect any questions about Justin. Those close to her were surprised because Selena had always shared how her past shaped who she is. But recently, fans noticed she had become more careful, guarded with her words, and hesitant whenever Justin's name came up. A major turning point came when followers realized she had archived one of her most iconic throwback pictures, the 2017 photo of her wearing Justin's hockey jersey. That image had millions of likes and represented a very different time in her life. When it disappeared, fans flooded her page asking why. Reports quickly suggested Benny didn't want any trace of Justin left on her accounts. Behind the scenes, Benny reportedly believed that removing reminders of Justin would help their relationship stand on its own. He didn't want constant comparisons or mentions of Justin in every comment section, but insiders say it ran deeper. Benny allegedly saw Justin as a shadow over their romance and wanted it gone entirely. Selena's inner circle had mixed feelings. Some thought it was a healthy step toward closure, while others felt it was unfair for Benny to interfere with such a personal history. Shockingly, even Selena's old journals and private photos were reportedly removed from her personal cloud. One insider remarked, it was like she erased years of her own life just to make him comfortable. Around the same time, Selena released songs that hinted at starting over, letting go, and burying the past. One track spoke about a love that lingers even when you want it gone, which fans immediately linked to Justin. Sources confirmed Benny had been involved in writing the songs and encouraged her to channel those feelings into music, rather than keeping reminders of her past. The news ignited social media. Fans debated whether Benny was being protective or controlling. One viral post read, "He's just trying to protect her peace," while another argued, "This is emotional love." The fan base split, turning what seemed like a happy romance into a public discussion about personal freedom versus influence. Justin's name began trending again after fans noticed him liking a cryptic post with the caption, "Some memories never fade." That small action fueled speculation, with people claiming he was reacting to Selena's digital cleanup. Some defended Justin, noting he had moved on with Hailey, while others joked that Selena's new romance was still haunted by her past. Meanwhile, Benny's image started to shift. Known as a quiet producer who usually stayed behind the scenes, he was now linked to jealousy and control. Music blogs ran articles questioning whether Selena's creative decisions were still her own. His PR team reportedly stepped in, but online conversations had already painted a picture of him as the reason Selena's past seemed to vanish. Throughout all of this, Selena remained silent. She never addressed the deleted posts or fan speculation. Instead, she shared a single quote on her story. "Not everything needs to be explained." Fans interpreted this as confirmation that the digital cleanup had taken place and that Benny had influenced it. The story took another turn when someone from Benny's team revealed he had removed an unreleased demo Selena recorded years ago, rumored to be about Justin. The track was reportedly cut from her upcoming deluxe album without her approval, suggesting Benny wasn't just affecting her personal life but also her music, erasing traces of Justin even from her work. Industry insiders began talking. One producer described Benny as intense when it comes to emotional focus during creative projects, which could explain why he wanted Selena to detach fully from her past. But for fans, that explanation did little to ease concerns about the level of control he appeared to exert. By now, everything Selena did was being closely watched. When she unfollowed a few mutual friends connected to Justin, it made people think Benny was taking more control of her life. The media called it Selena's quiet reset, but insiders said things were far from calm. Some talked about emotional discussions, while others mentioned conflicts between her team and Benny's over how she should appear in public. After a video from that event went viral, the story spread like wildfire across social media. TikTok was full of edits comparing Selena's old interviews about Justin to her current ones with Benny, showing how she now avoided talking about her past feelings. One clip, which got millions of views overnight, had a split screen of her smiling while discussing Justin years ago, and now keeping a tight, guarded expression when asked personal questions. Fans rushed to comment saying, "She doesn't sound like herself anymore." Others suggested Benny had changed her energy completely. It wasn't only fans who noticed these changes. Some of Selena's longtime collaborators quietly stepped back from upcoming projects, reportedly uneasy about the growing tension between her personal life and career decisions. Sources close to her record label said Benny had influence over song choices and interviews. He even reportedly had access to her media schedule and personally approved photographers for appearances. It painted a picture of a relationship where personal life and career management blurred together. Meanwhile, Justin seemed to hint at something online. He shared a photo of his studio with a caption saying, "Some things can't be erased." Although he didn't name anyone, people immediately linked it to Selena's sudden spree of deletions. Within hours, hashtags like @JustinKnows and @SelenaDelete started trending. Media outlets added it to the ongoing story, and some reported that Hailey had liked and unliked the post, fueling more speculation. Fans grew increasingly concerned about Selena's changes. She seemed quieter in interviews, less expressive during live streams, and skipped the press line at one award show. Her close friend Raquel appeared with her less frequently, making fans wonder if Benny was isolating her from old friends. For someone known for independence and honesty, the sudden shift seemed alarming. Things escalated when a message from a former assistant leaked, suggesting Benny didn't want Selena performing older songs linked to Justin, even her hit, "The Heart Wants What It Wants." According to the leak, Benny thought these songs kept her emotionally stuck and wanted them off her set lists. When Selena later performed at a charity event, that song was noticeably absent. Fans immediately noticed, confirming suspicions that she was distancing herself from her past musical history. The internet reacted strongly. Twitter threads analyzed every lyric, caption, and public appearance since Benny became part of her life. Some called it the Selena reset, while others labeled it the Bieber erasure. Gossip accounts claimed her team was divided, with some supporting Benny and others worried it could backfire. And many felt it already had. Brands working with Selena reportedly became nervous. She had always represented empowerment and emotional honesty, but now her silence made people question her well-being. Tension peaked when paparazzi caught her leaving a restaurant in tears, while Benny walked ahead, expressionless. Clips spread online quickly, and fans lashed out at Benny, calling him controlling and urging Selena to wake up. Justin's team mostly stayed quiet, but an insider hinted he had known about Benny's behavior before the public did. They said Justin and Benny had clashed years ago over a collaboration, creating lingering tension. When Benny started dating Selena, Justin allegedly told friends it wouldn't end well. That comment resurfaced online, trending with the caption, "He tried to warn her." Fans began connecting the timing of Benny's influence to Selena's posts. When she shared a photo captioned, "Everything's cleaner now," people interpreted it literally, linking it to deleted memories. Her playlist, Throwbacks I Love, vanished from Spotify around the same time. By now, the evidence was clear this wasn't a coincidence. Benny was guiding a full reset of her past. Selena hasn't addressed the situation publicly, but her behavior has changed significantly. She's cut ties with Justin's circle. Her music has taken on a darker, more controlled tone, and her team seems more tightly managed than ever. Some see it as personal growth, others as control. But her relationship with Benny has reshaped not just her image, but her emotional world. Benny, for his part, appears unbothered by the criticism. He posts studio photos, smiling, acting as if nothing is wrong. Some see it as confidence, others as denial. Industry insiders claim he believes this clean slate approach will improve Selena's focus and mental clarity. Whether that's true or not, it's clear it has erased parts of her past that once defined her. The question now is how far this will go. If deleting memories and distancing herself from friends was just the start, what comes next? A complete rebrand? A new identity disconnected from her past? One thing is certain, the Selena Gomez the public once knew is gone, and this new chapter appears to be guided entirely by Benny Blanco. The story isn't over. Hollywood loves surprises, and what's hidden today often becomes tomorrow's headline. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The next update could change everything we thought we knew about Selena and Benny.